Hey guys, today I'll be reviewing a 2015 BMW M235i. This is obviously the 3-litre injection manual, which is very nice. And yeah, a little bit of insight to the M235i. It was released for 2014 model year and only ran up to 2015 until the M240i with a B58 replaced it from I think 16 to 17. And yeah, it was sort of a predecessor to the M2 in terms of the 2 Series lineup. The 2 Series came out for 2014 model year as well. So basically when the 2 Series came out, this was the highest performance orientated trim level of the 2 Series. It's absolutely gorgeous. 65 plate 2015 model, so it's sort of a later one. And yeah, it's got the black kidney grills as well, which is nice. And it's got the Xenon headlight pack, which gave you Xenon headlights with Xenon DRLs and headlight washers, which is quite nice. And yeah, you got the full 38M 18-inch cerium grey alloys, which was iconic to the M235. I think even the 240s had them, but the later facelift LCI 240s did not have these alloys. But these alloys are very iconic to the M140i, sort of, and you know straight away it's a half M car when you see that. You've also got M Sport brake standard with gloss blue calipers and massive discs as well for the size of the rim, I guess. And yeah, this one's got a full brand new set of Bridgestone Potenza S001s. This one's also got the optional sun protection glass, or the sun protection pack, which gives you sun protection, rear privacy, and a graduated tinted windshield. And yeah, obviously this one's finished in Black Sapphire metallic, which was the only black they did. I don't know if they did carbon black on the 235, but yeah, the sort of hallmark features of the half M cars, and obviously specifically the M235, is cerium grey accenting around the car, meaning you've got cerium grey alloys, cerium grey mirror caps in gloss, and you've also got the M235 badge on the back in cerium grey also, with the M logo. You've got twin exhaust pipes as well, which is valved, and you do have a couple cracks and pops there. And you've also got a sort of cerium grey finish rear diffuser, which is lovely, and a boot lip spoiler on the 235 model. And yeah, obviously you've got a pretty decent boot size. You can also fold down the seats, and yeah, under here you've got the battery for the car and a toolkit, and you've also got the Harman Kardon amplifier in the boot. So just make sure no water gets inside the boot, because you've got the battery, the fuse box relay, and the Harman Kardon amplifier. Got 12-volt socket as well. And yeah, this one's got the driver comfort pack, which gives you front and rear parking sensors and cruise control. Funny enough, the 235s and the rest of the 2 Series came pretty basic with spec. There wasn't much you had standard. You had to pay for most of the stuff, but this one's quite decently optioned. It's got most of the convenience features you'd want. It's also one owner, and it's got full BMW service history. All 235 models came standard with Dakota leather. Specifically, this one's in black. I think you could have coral red, black, and I think terracotta or terra, but I think black's probably the best. And you could also have oyster as well. And yeah, very nice. The rear seats basically haven't been sat in at all. You've got a divider, some storage there in the middle. You've got a 12-volt socket and a temper adjustment for the rear, and fan adjustment sort of. So yeah, obviously quite nice. You've got two-way electrically adjustable bolster support, which came standard on all these types of seats as well. And this one's got the optional electric folding mirrors, and it also has the £600 Harman Kardon surround sound audio option, which is quite a rated option on these. I think lots of people are looking for that. So yeah, obviously you've got a lovely F-Series LCI steering wheel with the M logo on the bottom. And yeah, just to start it up, you put the clutch in, and you've got that iconic N55 rumble, same as a B58s. You've got dual zone climate control with air conditioning standard. Yeah, with individual temperature adjustment and flow direction and air conditioning. Like I said, this one's got the driver comfort pack, which gave you cruise control and front and rear parking sensors. This one's also got the navigation pack, the BMW nav pack, which gives you business nav and traffic monitoring as well. And yeah, you've obviously got the Harman Kardon settings on here, and you've got the amp in the boot, and you've also got your sports displays as well, with your kilowatts and your Newton meters of torque. Obviously the N55 in the M235i had 326 brake horsepower. And yeah, in terms of vehicle status, this car's got full BMW service history. The brake fluid was done like a little bit late sometimes, but I don't think that's a major issue. It's only when you have oil and stuff done late, you know, brake fluid isn't going to blow the engine up or anything. So yeah, it's had its last service in January 24, so that's definitely won't need one for a while. And yeah, basically it's got brand new spark plugs almost, so yeah, 1 year old. Those won't need doing for quite a while. And yeah, just a little bit for late vehicle inspection, so nothing major. It's had all the oil filter and spark plug changes done all on time. And yeah, you can obviously see in the video, yeah, the engine oil and stuff. So relatively quite nice for business navigation. I'd say is quite a relatively nice system. It's quite responsive. And this one's got a brushed aluminium interior trim, which was standard. You had a number of different aluminium trims, but this one's the aluminium with a piano black secondary trim as well. You've got 12-volt socket as well, and it's got original BMW sort of this cup holder, which is like an ashtray sort of, or like a storage bin. And yeah, you've got parking sensors. You've got a drive mode selector with comfort, eco, sport and sport plus. When you have sport, you basically get all the pops and rumbles, which is nice. And you've got a mechanical handbrake, which I always like. And yeah, you've got a USB type 2, an auxiliary slot in the center console. And yeah, obviously you've got quite a bit of exhaust note as well. Quite fruity, obviously. Like I said, you've got electric folding mirrors, you've got the navigation pack, the sun protection pack, the driver comfort pack, and the enhanced Bluetooth. I think this one's got, but yeah, very nice. Just absolute lovely looking car. It's very clean, it's very good condition for the age. Like I said, one owner. It's very hard to come across a half M car. A lot of the boy racers like to own these, and they have multiple owners. And yeah, got M235i tread plates and stainless steel. And yeah, just absolutely gorgeous looking. You've got the, I think those are in cerium grey as well, those M badges, the shadow chrome M badges. These are the same wheels as well, found on the shadow edition of the M140i's. So yeah, definitely a very desirable spec, I would say, and very desirable sort of parameters for the car in terms of ownership. Yeah, under the bonnet you've got an N55 turbocharged straight 6 with 326 brake horsepower. So a fun fact about the N55, it was BMW's first engine to use twin scroll turbocharging for the straight 6. So this means obviously it's got a single big fat turbo with a twin port airflow, so it's a twin scroll. It's got 2 sets of gases flowing through the turbo for maximise efficiency and little turbo lag. But yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. 326 brake horsepower. But yeah, if you guys are interested, it's on our website and on Auto Trader, and hope you guys enjoyed the video. Okay guys, so today I'll be test driving the M235i. I've just bought 2 M2s recently. So basically the same engine, except the M2's got an N55 forged engine, whereas the M235 has sort of like more tame, you know, less performance oriented engine, but still being a half M, it still does pack quite a punch, obviously. But yeah, but you've still got the N55 rumble when you start it up, which is quite nice. But yeah, obviously just a beautiful looking car. It is absolutely stunning in Black Sapphire. Most of these cars are like in red or white, and it's not particularly nice. I don't think mineral grey is even really the best. It's all right, but yeah, I think the black is definitely very nice. That's sort of why I bought it, and with the full history. It's got a full BMW service history, and it's one owner, so he's taken quite good care of it. He's garaged it for most of its life. You know, when it has. But yeah, in sport, I mean, it's compared to driving the M2, it does feel a bit more for half M. It's not as like aggressive and as crackly and rumbly, but you do still get a couple little burbles and pops when you're accelerating. It's hard to hear though, but sometimes you do hear it. If we just give it a bit of a rev. do get a couple pops here and there, which is quite nice. But yeah, it is more sort of like, yeah, half M. But I do like obviously the cerium grey badges and the mirrors. It's very distinctive to the half M car lineup, and you know straight away it's something decent when it's got those cerium grey accents. But it still does sound quite nice. Obviously being a later N55, it is quite reliable. It's fairly reliable and quite sporty. Obviously I'm 326 brake horsepower, same as the 440i I just reviewed, and obviously the M235 is a predecessor to the M2. I would say, like, technically the 1M was the predecessor for M2, but in terms of 2 Series lineup, the only performance orientated 2 Series was the M235 originally, from 15 to 17, and then the M2 came out in 16, and then the M240i with the B58 replaced the 35. But a lot of people said that, I mean, the B58 only gives you 10 extra horsepower, and a lot of people said that the N55 sounds nicer. So, you know, it is one of those things. If you want to sacrifice a bit of horsepower for the sound, I think 10 horsepower is not a lot, but to make up for the sound, it's quite a significant thing. But yeah, it definitely does sound really nice. It's very fruity, and does have quite a few pops and burbles there. But yeah, obviously a very stunning car. Definitely looks the part, and being manual, it's obviously very desirable. These came in ZF or manual, unlike the M2 which came in manual or DCT. But yeah, obviously very nice car. It's got quite a decent amount of features. But yeah, just gonna quickly have some lunch and then I'll be back with you guys. Yep, hey guys, so again, I'll be test driving for M235. Just start it up again. It's obviously quite nice. I do feel like it's got a bit more cracks and pops here now, but yeah, it's a lovely manual. I do love driving these manuals, they're very fun. Getting a bit more cracks and pops here now, which is quite nice. I think the valves just independently open sometimes. It does depend, but just absolutely stunning. Obviously, yeah, like I said, the M235 came for the 14 to 15 model years, and then the 240 I think came for 16 to 17. So yeah. Absolutely wonderful. Like I said, this one's got the navigation pack, so it gives you business nav. It's got the driver comfort pack, which is cruise and front and rear sensors, and it has got the enhanced Bluetooth, which is nice, and also the Harman Kardon surround sound system. They didn't have Logic 7 on these cars. I think only the 3 Series and up sort of got that. 4 Series sort of models and up, but yeah, it's got another feature as well, which is struggling to remember now, but yeah, just overall quite nice to drive. Obviously it's got sun protection pack as well, so that's sun pro glass and the tinted front windscreen, gradually tinted. cracks and pops. I think it'd be a perfect car for someone, you know, who can't afford an M2 maybe, or like the insurance is obviously quite high on them. I think, you know, you're saving about 10 grand over a decent M2 off this, like, example, I'd say. For an exact example of this compared to an M2, I'd say you're looking at saving about 10 grand, which is quite nice. And yeah, obviously cheaper insurance, cheaper road tax, and yeah, you still have the N55. Just, I think you can put an exhaust on it at the end of the day if you want it to sound more aggressive. But yeah, it's just an absolute stunning looking car. I think the black in itself adds a lot of value. Obviously it's lovely. Obviously it's got a full set of tyres as well, and full BM history, one owner. I don't think you're going to find something relatively as nice as this, obviously, but yeah, it's just absolutely stunning. And enjoyed the test drive, and I'll see you in the next one.